So what's up and welcome back to the channel. We have had a ton of new subscribers. So thank you all for subscribing, means a lot. And any of you seeing this for the first time, hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the like button too, just so it helps the YouTube algorithm, because who doesn't like the YouTube algorithm? But today, we are preparing for something big tomorrow. We are getting more cows. I went yesterday to look at these two new heifers that we're gonna be getting. Very, very, very pretty. Another two Longhorns, because I like the Longhorns. I like the Longhorns. They're genetics. They're hardier than most cows, and they're kind of easier to take care of, and they're more docile, even though they have the long horns. So I like those. You know, just having the just getting really started with cows, not really having to work with them. These three ladies over here, been perfect. You know, had my issues in the beginning because trying to move them wasn't the easiest thing, but other than that, they've been great. Following a bucket, they're eating the alfalfa pellets. They're just doing fantastic and just really, really sweet. Some of them are even eating on my hand now, so I'm happy with those. That'll bring us to a total of 5, and then I already put a deposit for 2 more, not Longhorns, but some really, really good looking cows from my neighbor who rents the property across the way, and they're just really, really nice cows. So those will be coming in about mid-August. But yeah, let's go take care of everything, and then let's prepare for the new cows. Come on, Callie, let's go take care of the chickens. Callie, wait. We open the gate. Callie, wait. Good girl. All right, go ahead. Now it's open. You don't have to go under it. So a little story with the chickens. A little bit of a different layout because they got to the end of the line over here. So they start all the way up there at the fence, moved every day, and they got to here. Then what I did is I scooted them over, and now they're going to come back up until they're ready to go, which should be in about 2-ish, 3-ish weeks. Callie, no? See, the hardest time to move the chickens is when they find a bug and then they start running all over the place rather than following where I'm going. It's crazy. Look. This guy right here, he's got a worm. He's got a worm and everybody's trying, look, see, they're trying to get him. Like, my worm. Well, I guess it's true. The early bird does get the worm. So if the early bird gets the worm, what does the early worm get? Not eaten. These chickens though, they're going to town on the bugs. It was this one or the other one. Let me see if I can find it real quick. A couple days ago. Oh, here it is. This right here, that was an anthill. I moved them onto there and it disturbed the ground and a bazillion ants came out. All the chickens stayed here all day long just eating ants. And now, look, this was a full-on anthill. You can't see any ants. Why? Because chickens prefer bugs to about anything. All right, Callie, we done taking care of the chickens? Yeah? Okay, let's go check the cow's water. Oh, wow, these girls were thirsty yesterday. Yikes. We moved them here yesterday, and they still have some work to do, obviously, because it's springtime. Well, kind of spring, summer-ish, spring-ish, summer. Sprummer, if you want to call it. Sprummer, I like that, sprummer. I'm actually gonna try and move this under a tree. I'm so glad that I can reach with the hose from my well. I'm gonna run water lines all around the farm. This side, I kind of know where I want them, but see that gate right there? On the other side is probably another at least 18 acres. So I haven't moved the cows over there yet, and that's kind of like unknown territory. We're getting that hayed probably in the next couple days. That's gonna be a thing. And really nice guy that's doing it too. So we're gonna wait for that to regrow because these cows can't even really keep up with this side. So we're gonna get that made into hay. By the time we get the other cows here, they should be able to keep up with it more. So hopefully, we'll see. The best thing that you can give an animal, and yourself by the way, the best thing for an animal's health and your health is good, clean water. You see, what I don't want is I don't want the cows going into the pond and pooping and peeing in there, because would you want to drink toilet water? no, it's probably not very healthy. So I use this water trough. I'm gonna run water all around the farm, and they'll get very clean, very nice and cool, especially on a hot day. Gonna take off my hat, dip it in there, and oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels really good. Clean water. Let's go turn it off now. That filled up. What's up, Dog Pound? Huh? You guys gonna be fighting anymore? No, don't be fighting, please. You guys are too big to be fighting. What's up, Callie? And there's Pepper. Pepper, stop chewing on yourself. She won't stop. Okay, so here's the dogs. There's the cows. Callie, used to a cow. Harley and Hercules, really good with them. He barked for a second, and that was it. And it was good. No, hey, careful, easy on the... Okay, good boys. And they were good. This one, Pepper. Pepper, little monster, charity case that didn't necessarily want, but she's here. She would not stop barking. She's neurotic. She didn't stop barking all day long. I had to go lock her up because I just couldn't take it. There was no way. And then I'd let her out for a little bit, and there you go. She started barking. Put her away, start barking. Put her away, start barking. It was just Pepper. I'm gonna start calling her Doomsday from now on, because she's a Doomsday Pepper. I like my jokes. I'm funny. You know, and you know what? And probably the only person that thinks I'm funny is me, but that's all that matters. So, we're gonna learn from our past mistakes and realize that this Premier One right here, whoa, this is really deep. This Premier One sheep and goat netting, it's called sheep and goat netting for a reason, not cow netting, because it does not work for the cows. Why? Watch this. We're gonna pick this up because we have our gate there, and our hauler is gonna bring them to the corral over there. So we got to pick this up and get this thing put away if we ever get sheep or goats. Probably not goats. Why? They're terrible. All right, Ryan, what did we learn? Don't leave Premier One netting up when you're not using it, because the grass makes it very, very difficult when it grows up and weaves itself in between it to pull it up. So, lesson learned. Now, Sweaty Ryan is back. Hashtag Sweaty Ryan. And I think Sweaty Ryan's gonna be here, you know, it's June now, so probably for the next 4 months-ish. Yeah, 4 months. So, now we gotta go finish getting stuff ready so the cows can get here. Let's see, there you are. Siphon. Hey ladies, you guys are gonna be getting some friends tomorrow, huh? You guys are gonna get 2 more friends. Drop a comment down below what you think we should name them. These are named, the theme we've been going with is old grandma names, and what we did was we named them after my grandmas and my grandma-like figures. That's Yoli, my mom's mom, Betty, my dad's mom, and Daphne over there showing us our good side is named after the street that my 2 aunts, who were basically like my 2nd and 3rd grandmas, lived on. So, yeah, drop a comment down below and we'll see if we go with it. So yeah, you remember when I told you the healthiest thing that you can put in yourself or an animal is water? That's probably not what I'm talking about. Let's flip this over and make sure there's nothing live underneath it. Nope. Hate snakes, by the way. Well, I thought this was a siphon. Not a siphon, just a pump. So, this is gonna take a while. Wow. This sucks. But, guess what I'm doing next time I go to Lowe's? Oh yeah, I could get a hose and siphon it. Great. Oh. Wait a second. I did it. Huh. Unintentionally I did it. Wow. So, that's what you gotta do in order to use the siphon. It works. Holy crap. Huh. Well, now that this is draining, as you guys can see, I'm very new to this stuff. I can talk to you guys. Okay. Well, this nasty water is now siphoning out. You saw that on camera. My magical discovery. Now I can use this time to talk to you. So, here's a story about what happened yesterday. So I'm mowing the lawn, and I mowed the whole yard, you know, drive up, the driveway, everything, okay? Then I started mowing out in front of the house, and it's pretty up because I just haven't mowed it yet, and you know, the mower's pretty new. As I'm mowing, I see this thing at the corner of my eye, this little black thing shoot out. I'm going, okay, what is that? And you know, when you're mowing, you see little field mice and stuff when the grass is pretty up, kind of, you know, skewering away, you know, running away from the mower so they don't get chewed up. I see this little thing at the corner of my eye run, and I go, okay, you know, you mow in circles, you know, you keep going until you spiral, done. And I figure I'd wait till I turn around to really check out what it was, because I was, you know, almost there. So I turn around, see this little black fuzzball thing move towards the road, and I went, uh-oh, what is that? Let's check that out. As I'm turning to get closer to it, a truck comes and stops, and the guy gets out, and he's chasing this little fuzzball. And I get closer, and I see it's a little kitten. I'm like, oh no, I'm glad it didn't run over the kitten. Well, this real nice guy, his name's Cody, he jumped out of his truck, and I cut off the kitten because he was running away from him, and we kind of cornered it, and we pick it up, and it's this little, probably 2.5, 3 pound little black kitten, cute as can be. And he goes, well, I guess I gotta take it to the pound. I'm like, well, no, I guess I need a barn cat, which I do. And he goes, all right, here you go, here's the cat, and here, have fun with your new kitten. So great, we got a cat. And then we bring it back up to the shop, and I put it in one of our, we still have a couple of our moving boxes around, like a 30-inch high Home Depot box. I give it some water. You know, I've never had a cat before. I'm not a cat person at all. You know, Nicole's cat hates me. What's up, buddy? You my friend? You my friend? And we got to get him out here soon. I keep saying that. That's going to happen. He hates me, probably because I have 5 dogs and he can smell them on me. But I don't know how to take care of a cat. So I give it some water. And I figure, okay, where there's one kitten, there must be 2 or 3 or 4, because that's usually how it happens, right? So I go back down, and I go, I leave the little kitten in the big 30-inch high Home Depot box with some water in the shade. I go back down to see if I can find any more. I don't want them to get run over, or, you know, me mow over them. And I couldn't find any more, which is probably a good thing. I come back up to the shop, and I go check on the little kitten, and it's not there. I'm going, oh my gosh. And I see on the side of the box little, like, claw marks to where it climbed out. This little guy climbed out of this. I mean, this is a serious climb for a little kitten. And I start, you know, trying to look for it, because I don't know if it's big enough to where it can eat on its own. I don't know if it still needs milk, because it looks pretty small. I was gonna go over to probably Tractor Supply and get some like all species milk or something like that, you know, the milk replacer, and I start looking for this guy. I can't find him. I can't find him anywhere. Little cute as can be black kitten, I can't find anywhere. I'm looking underneath all the bushes, I'm looking underneath the house, underneath the cars, in the shop, blah blah blah. Looking all over the place. I even bring out Jenny and Callie, because they listen better, and they'll kind of, you know, they'll track stuff to a degree. They have them smell, and they got their noses to the ground. They're searching all over. Can't find them. I mean, I was at it for a good 45-50 minutes. Put the dogs back in, and I'm walking out to the lawn, and I'm looking towards the barn. I'm going, where could this little kitten be? And then he appeared. I'm going, oh my gosh. But he's got something in his mouth, and I try and get close and closer and closer. This little cat has got a tiny little mouse in his mouth. I'm going, wow, you're gonna do okay. You're gonna do okay out here. I tried moving a little bit closer to try and see if maybe I could catch it, you know, tame it down and make sure, you know, stray cats don't live too long, and you know, there's coyotes and pigs and cars and just whatever else will want a cat. So I moved closer to the kitten and it just runs. It just takes off towards the barn area over here. And there's no way I could catch it. So I think it's in the barn. I wanted a barn cat. I think it's in the barn. I haven't done anything with this barn yet. We have big plans for that. When my dad came out, we found another whole separate room, which is pretty cool, that I'm gonna start working on here. I don't know when, in the future, soon. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So little kitten found its way, and I think he's gonna do all right. I mean, it's little guy, but he already had a tiny little mouse in his mouth. So good job, little kitten. Little kitten, wherever you are, I hope you're good. Thank you, Cody, for helping me catch it. Sorry I let it get away, but this is, hopefully it turns out pretty good. I think it will. So that's my story from getting a cat to not having a cat to maybe possibly having a cat in the barn. Don't know. So that's the longest I've ever owned a cat, by the way. My accidental siphon is still going. It's gonna take a little while. Might come back and check on it later, and then just pump out the rest, because that's it's going. So yeah, it's getting hot, so I think I'm gonna let that just go and do its thing, because it's doing good. I'll come back and check on it later. But man, having these corrals here have been a lifesaver. I mean, this is really nice to have. We have the squeeze chute over here, loading chute and everything. It's been, I didn't know how much I was going to use these when we first got them. And I know that the previous owners watched some of the YouTube videos. I don't want to say their name because I don't know if they want their name mentioned. But thank you guys for building these, because these have been a lifesaver. So we'll keep the new cows, the two new ones, in here for a couple days like we did the other ones. Then what we'll do is come in here every day and kind of train them down with some alfalfa pellets. They have plenty of stuff to eat in here for a couple days, especially just two little heifers. So we'll train them in here, get them on our system, get them used to us, and then we'll introduce them to these girls. Now, I don't know if there's a special way to introduce cows to each other. I think you just let them out. I don't know. I don't think cows are going to be aggressive necessarily. But I also thought that a long time ago with goats, and that was a war, introducing goats to each other, because boom, boom, boom. Don't want that to happen. You really don't want that to happen again, because that was kind of scary. I was in a shed with 200-pound goats fighting, like five of them, but 4 of them were fighting. That was but yeah, so gotta learn how to introduce the cows. If you guys have any tips, drop it down in the description, because I'm actually really curious to know. Really new to this stuff. And then yeah, they'll be in here. Aren't you a pretty girl? She's looking real good, actually. Huh, you guys thirsty? It's a hot one today. I know, it's a real scorcher. I don't know how hot it's gonna get up to, but it's gonna get pretty hot. Hey Pepper, you done barking? You done barking at the cows? Please? Harley, you too? She's a good boy. See, that's our yard. This little kennel thing is eventually where they'll sleep. They're still sleeping in the garage because they're just getting used to everything. Pepper, come on. This dog is just something else. She looks sweet, she acts sweet, and then when you want her to do something, she's as stubborn as a mule. Hi. You're a good one. You're a good one. So, yeah. Real pretty place for the cows right now. It's actually really nice in the shade. So we're going to probably move them tomorrow over there. And the wire's right there, just on the other side. And keep moving them that way, have the new girls over there, and then introduce them in this big area. Hey, coming to see? Only one we're missing is Jenny, because she's lazy and doesn't like to get up till about 11 o'clock. But she likes to play in the nighttime, so she's good. So I think I'm gonna head back inside the house because it is getting super hot and the cows are coming tomorrow, so good stuff's happening. Time to eat some breakfast. What's up, evil dog? Yeah. Look, you're so nice and sweet. So nice and sweet. And then when I want you to do something, you become Satan. Alright guys, well that's it for this one. Hit that subscribe button down below, ring the notification bell, drop a comment if you like, hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, because who doesn't like the YouTube algorithm? And we'll catch you on the next one, alright? Thanks!
Thanks guys!
Bye-bye!
Bye!